Thank you so very much, Tony Schiavone and Larry Zbyszko, Scott Hudson and Mike Tenay, here in the Worldwide Arena in the aftermath of Bash at the Beach. And I tell you what, Mike, as we prepare for Road Wild coming up next month on pay-per-view, I'm torn. Do I get all pumped up and go to Sturgis, or do I just go back to Fort Lauderdale like what happened last weekend at Bash at the Beach? I had such a good time on the Atlantic coast.
Well, all the fun is going to be in Sturgis. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
So
it always is.
You have to get on your big bike and travel up to South Dakota and be a part of the experience with World Championship Wrestling.
I love going to Sturgis on the bike and everything, but it's a load pedaling up the Black Hills. I don't mind telling you.
That is quite a grade, isn't it?
Boy, howdy. Villano 5 in the ring. Oh, you mean motorcycle?
That's what I'm talking about, of course. The bike rally, you know, the motorcycle rally.
Usually for the last 3 years, I've ridden a bicycle up there. Well, that explains a lot. All the laughs and snickers.
A lot of finger pointing going on.
Weird. I thought it was just because of my clothing. No, I had the old logo on the shirt and everything, but please. El Dandy and Villano 5 on Worldwide. Referee Nick Patrick going to maintain some order here as the Luchadors go after it, and you know Villano 5 is well aware of that right hand from El Dandy.
Well, you're right, Scott. There's no question that these two competitors certainly know each other very, very well. No strangers to each other. They've been involved in singles matches as well as in tag team bouts for the better part of the last decade, both in Mexico where they wrestled regularly and as well here domestically with World Championship Wrestling in the States.
Nice escape by Villano 5. Villano 4 still on the shelf from a couple of, well, what's it been? Almost a year ago, I guess, when Villano 4 just unceremonious. Oh, man, what a right hand from Dandy. Whoa. And I tell you what, Villano 5 may not even remember there's a Villano 4 after that right from Dandy. Baseball slide escape. Messes the enziguri, and Villano 5 back in control. Oh, just an open-handed slap across the chest. Ooh, a kick in the jaw. We have, drop kick from Dandy. We talked earlier about Villano 4. Raven put Villano 4 on the shelf with a brutal power bomb. Oh, man, and he's been gone for almost a year, Mike.
And I had the opportunity to speak recently with Villano 5, and he reported that his brother is doing much better, rehabbing both in Mexico as well as making regular visits to the Atlanta, Georgia area for rehab purposes, checking back in with World Championship Wrestling, and I understand that it's going to be just a very short couple of weeks before we see Villano 4 back in active competition.
All right, there's the scoop from Mike today here on Worldwide. Villano 4 back in the ring wars sooner rather than later. Right now, Villano 5 and El Dandy. Oh, man. They're just beating the you-know-what out of each other here. Into the corner. Oh, Dandy. Boot to the chest. But he ran right into a power bomb, or power slam, rather. And I mean, Dandy, he was lucky he got his head up off the ground. That was very dangerous.
One fluid motion by Villano 5, connecting the power slam with the pinfall attempt, and coming up just short on gaining a 3 count against El Dandy.
Mike, props to you. Earlier on, we saw the very special segment, the feature you produced on Bret the Hitman Hart, and that told the story better than I've ever heard it told before. And the Bret Hart story is one that needs telling. The Wrestling with Shadows movie we've all seen before, and that video pretty much summarizes everything there is about the career of Bret Hart. And in the interview from the Georgia Dome on Nitro, I don't blame Bret Hart. I don't know that I would know exactly what I wanted to do in his situation either.
Well, it really is difficult because we've never been in those shoes. The combination of all the tragic events that really befell the entire Hart family, as well as being in that kind of public scrutiny with the entire world watching. Bret Hart just feels like he's at that crossroads of his life, at the crossroads of his wrestling career, and one would think that a decision soon has to be made by Bret. I know that speaking for all the professional wrestling fans around the world, and certainly everyone associated with World Championship Wrestling, we would like to see nothing more than Bret Hart back actively competing in a WCW ring as soon as possible.
No question about it. I think aptly named the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, Bret the Hitman Hart. This sport needs more men like him, and we especially need him right now in WCW. Villano 5 takes Dandy, shoots him across into the ropes. Drop toe hold, takes Dandy beak first into the canvas here on Worldwide. Look at that, blatantly pulling the hair. Referee Nick Patrick letting him wrestle. That's why the referees in WCW are so good. When it's obviously used for leverage, they break it up. But if it's just two men out there wrestling, they let it go. And that is a clothesline. From Villano 5, lateral press, and Dandy out at 2.
Excellent execution that time of the left arm lariat by Villano 5. Well, telegraphed the back body drop. Dandy tried to get him over, but the weight of Villano 5 prevented Dandy from taking him all the way. Missed that move completely.
Senton back drop, nobody home. Dandy, little shoulder shove, step over, no. Dandy cut him off. Look at that.
Mahi straw cradle, there's the roll-up.
That may do it. The 3 count, that's it. With the Mahi straw cradle. Dandy. He used the right hand a couple of times in this contest, but it was an old classic maneuver. The Mahi straw, and Dandy gets the Duke over Villano 5 here on Worldwide, and that is a man who has held many versions of the World Heavyweight Championship south of the border. Maybe getting on track here in World Championship Wrestling in the Luchador division of WCW. I tell you what, let's go back and take another look at what went down in this contest. We will make it our Castrol GTX replay of the week. Castrol GTX, the motor oil that provides maximum protection. Drive hard. Castrol GTX.
Been a long time since we've seen the Mahi straw. Shades of the Ultimo Dragon. Dandy gets the 3 count in the win.
When we come back, more action here on Worldwide.